This week we're going to continue in our series through Exodus, asking questions of the text about the ecclesia, right, or the church, asking this journey of the Exodus and all of the biblical text that tells us about it to be a lens through which we can see how to be church, how to be a healthy church. This week we're going to really look at chapter 12 in Exodus, and while we're going to pay attention to there's a lot going on in that chapter. So if you have time this week, open it up and read the whole thing. But I wanted to really, I really felt tugging at me the feast of the unleavened bread that is established here. As far as I can tell, based on scouring the scriptures, the first instructions from God to the first church, the first religion of a whole nation of people, is this feast of the unleavened bread. It's the beginning of their calendar. Passover's in that chapter as well. And I find it really interesting, and it's what I call a theological thread or a theo thread, and we're going to tug at this theo thread together this week. Why is, by all accounts, one of the longest running religious rituals meant to remind not only the Israelite people, but now the Christians today? It connects to Jesus establishing the Lord's Supper. It is the Passover meal, the Feast of Unleavened Bread that's happening there. Why is it that God asked his people to remember the Exodus and remember what he did for them to free them from bondage by making bread that frankly had all these limits on it? Flour, leaven, water, salt, and you got bread. Why would God take one of those away, put limits on it, put these restrictions, and tie that to every year you do this, and it is going to remind you of me? That is the question we're going to try to look at and ask. What is it about God's, he made us human, and are limits something that we're supposed to push further and further out and resist and try to avoid? Or does it turn out that the biblical witness shows us that limits are actually a very good thing, and in fact a very beautiful part of being human, and maybe how we see them and how we approach them can change a lot about our faith walk? If you got a chance, come join us and we'll see if we can answer some of those questions this Sunday.